This is my Teisco tulip ET200. They make two versions, actually like 5 versions, but 2 that are like this. One that's a ET100 with 1 pickup and a hard bridge, and then this one with 2 pickups and the whammy bar, or the tremolo, whatever you want to call it, vibrato. Got a few things to say about this. I was actually going to wait until this needs to be refretted, so I was going to wait until I got it refretted before I made a video, but I just saw Crimson Guitars guy made a video about it today, so about his Teisco, so I figured I'd make a video about mine. But I've had this a couple years now, and again, it needs to be refretted, so I don't play it a whole lot, but I really like the tone of it. I wasn't sure before I got it. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be just a regular guitar or a piece of junk or just like a dream vintage guitar. And it's mostly a regular guitar, but it's kind of a dream vintage guitar at the same time. It really does have kind of a bite that most guitars don't have. And what I think that's from is the wax just kind of wearing out over the years. Makes it more vintagey, but the wax on the pots dries up, or the wax on the pickups, the wax potted pickups, the wax dries up kind of more than the wood changes or more than the metal changes or anything else. So I think that's where a lot of the vintage tone comes from, is the wax on the pickups. But this guitar, the Tulip, was actually designed by Ted McCarty, who made in I think 58, he made the Explorer, the Moderne, and the Flying V that year. And this one didn't even make it to the NAMM show. The other 3 made it to the NAMM show, and the Moderne wasn't that popular, so they discontinued that and just made the Explorer and the Flying V. And then Teisco in Japan picked this up. This is a early 60s Japanese one. It had the serial numbers in here, and I looked it up a long time ago, but I don't remember the specifics. But these are great guitars, and you can hear, usually with most pickups you got to get something metal, magnetic, you know, but these are so microphonic I can just tap on them with my pick, and you know, that's where that kind of vintage tone comes from, I think. And this doesn't really do much, so if you're thinking about getting one of these, maybe get the hard bridge. But this is cool. It just looks cool more than anything, and this steel is not pot metal. It was all corroded, had like corroded chrome all over it, and I kind of sanded it off. And this was really hard steel. It doesn't sand like normal pot metal. I got the corrosion off and then got down to the real beef of the steel, and it's really good stuff. So I was impressed with that, and I think most of the stuff on here is good quality stuff, but I haven't seen the inside of it. But that's another thing I like, is this beautiful pick guard with the vines and stuff all over it. What else do I have to say about this guitar? Yeah, I think the main difference between these are a steal if you're looking for a vintage guitar. I think the main difference between these and like a really expensive Gibson or you know, a Fender is that nobody famous has played these really, and as soon as somebody famous plays these will shoot up in value. So if you're famous and you're watching this, play this on stage for me. That'd be great. I'll demo it a little bit more for you. down, and then so somebody's played this. I don't know if somebody's played this enough to actually wear down the frets, or if they just come low in the first place. It wouldn't surprise me if they were just this low in the first place, but either way, it needs to be refretted. Another thing is, when I got this, the neck was kind of sticking out this way, so the action was just horribly high right here. I couldn't lower this anymore because the angle of this was already, you know, the break angle was almost flat anyway, so I had to shim this neck a little bit, and it looked like it just been like that ever since the 60s when this was made, so I doubt this has been played very much, but yeah, that was another thing I had to mention. And yeah, sorry, I didn't prepare a speech about the guitar and then a song like most people do. I just kind of talk about it and then jam a little bit as I'm going. So I hope that doesn't bother anyone watching the video, but I'll jam a little bit more now. But yeah, I'm gonna play this a lot more probably after I get it refretted, because that's the main thing that I don't like about it, is it needs new frets. But other than that, it's kind of just a normal guitar, but then kind of the vintage guitar I always wanted. But trying to think if there's anything else I have to say about the guitar before I turn the camera off, and I can't think of anything, so that's really it. But yeah, it's a wonderful guitar. If you're looking for a vintage guitar, this one's the one to get. If you've got one, make a YouTube video about it, because you know, that brings up the value of them. The more popular they get, the more people know about them. And you know, like I said, if you're famous, play one on stage for me and make these popular. But yeah, that's about it.